Sherry, the next one you're going to introduce is not last but least. She is our favorite. So we've saved her. So go ahead, Sherry.
This next lady, many of you are familiar with her smiling face. This is Carrie Madrid. She is with the CARE Project, founder of it. Can you tell us a little bit more, Carrie?
Of course, of course. Thank you all for sticking around. Is my audio okay? Fantastic. Okay, so 2012, I was diagnosed just days after turning 41 with stage 3 infiltrating ductal carcinoma and DCIS, both in the left breast. So, you know, my oncologist said, whatever you do, don't go home and Google anything. I will answer all your questions. I went home and I Googled, you know, like we all do, my survival statistics. And the next thing that I Googled was, do men get breast cancer? And the reason I did that is because I have 3 brothers. I don't have any sisters. Most of my best friends up until my diagnosis have been males. It's just where I'm most comfortable. I'm a sports chick, you know, all that stuff. So fast forward into, I was a single mom, divorced. So I had 2 teenagers and a son serving in the Air Force. So, you know, it was difficult because I didn't have a lot of support. Anyone who follows me on Facebook now knows I have a ton of friends now and a ton of support. So in the God-forsaken event that my cancer returns, I know I will be well taken care of. But at the time I went through it, I was not. And so I started researching groups online, mostly through Facebook, organically started mentoring others because my perspective was always, let me find the silver lining, right? That was my coping mechanism. How am I going to do that? How am I going to do this? And so I looked at my best friend, Christina, one day, and I just said, oh my gosh, there are people that I'm meeting that are choosing between copays for treatment or feeding their teenagers. And we were both single moms struggling, you know, getting by, but struggling. I'm fortunate to work for a medical company from home for 20 years. So I was able to maintain most of my income and work most of the time through my treatment. I took 6 days off from my mastectomy. Long story short, I said, we got to do something. She says, what are we going to do? We're 2 broke single moms. I said, we're going to help people pay their bills. She said, shoot, we can barely pay our own. How are we going to do that? I said, I don't know, but we're going to figure it out. So with a lot of help and support from my generous family and friends, we kicked off the CARE Project in 2014. We're still here. I'm sitting in our physical office now. Our mission statement has always been to provide emotional and financial support to male and female breast cancer patients. So the next thing I Googled was male breast cancer, and that's how I landed in this family. And you're never going to get rid of me because I'm kind of like Peggy for the CARE Project. That's me. So I roped my best friend Christina into being my co-founder. She says, what does that even mean? I said, hell, I don't know. You're just going to be in my back pocket and we're going to figure it out. So we provide financial support. So assistance with copays, utilities, rent, childcare. I have patients that are under 30 with toddlers, groceries, you name it, whatever everyday necessities that become luxuries to patients not working full time due to treatment. We also provide emotional support. Now, me being me, if you know me at all, you know I'm not a sit around and cry kind of girl. I'm more like, let me put my lip gloss on and let's take this shit head on, right? Sorry, that's just me. So I decided I didn't want a support group. There's a lot of great support groups out there, and that's wonderful for those that need that. What I needed was a social club. I needed a group of people that had been there, done that I could hang with, that I could talk with, that I could vent to. A lot of patients that come to the CARE Project for that once a month meeting, and now, of course, we're on Zoom. They've expressed to me that they went to other traditional support groups, and the minute they started to express frustration, anger, sadness, they were shut down in the most polite way possible with, oh yeah, we only talk positive things here. And so here, we don't do that. We keep it real. We keep it raw. If you need to cry, we're going to cry with you, but then we're going to say, come on, let's keep going. What can we do to help you? So we have that emotional support. We also have mentors, and that's where the Male Breast Cancer Coalition comes in. And all my brothers here that I've met and loved on and will continue to pester for the rest of our lives. I know that I can call Ron, I can call Brett, I can call Michael and say, I've got a guy that just came through the CARE project. He needs a mentor. And that's the beauty of technology, right? I got the chill saying that. I can connect these guys anywhere, because while I can relate to women that have had breast cancer, I can't tell a man, just like I couldn't raise my son to be a man, so to speak. I can't mentor a male patient the way that you all can. So thank you for that. The last thing I'll mention is we have a new program that I introduced about 1.5 years ago, and that is the wellness program. Because I realized 8.5 years out, the hardest part for me wasn't the mastectomy, wasn't the 14-hour grueling reconstruction that almost led to my death from a septic infection. It was the survivorship. It was the look, I've got lymphedema, so I've got the sleeve. I've got scar tissue galore, so every time I turn this way, I've got muscle spasms. So I started realizing that a lot of survivors that I've met, the survivorship is often the hardest part. Depression, suicide, weight gain. I'm 35 pounds heavier because I've been thrown into menopause at age 41. Thank you, Lord. Whatever, I'm here. So what I have developed here is we actually have a fitness room right next to me. So I have personal license and professional personal trainers that will come in and do a fitness assessment, give them ways to work around all our limitations, if you will. So yoga, meditation, personal training, nutrition, mental health. I have a whole wellness team. We all volunteer. Even I don't get paid to do this. I still work I work from home or from here for my regular company. How we're funded is monthly donors. We have a care club, some small grants. I do a lot of partnerships. So I'm able to provide these compression sleeves, all different types, sizes, unisex, patterns, through a partnership with Lymphedivas. So I actually send these around the world. We've even gone as far as, where's Michael? Australia, right, Sherry? So I can provide for any survivor compression sleeves, chemo jackets, which is this. Here's a lovely little sample here. This was designed by a breast cancer survivor, a dentist, who was simultaneously diagnosed with breast cancer and renal cancer. So she had not only had chemo and a ton of blood draws, she also had dialysis. So she developed a jacket. This is just one version. This jacket actually has two different designs. This is more feminine. It has buttons down the side for easy access. You can keep your jacket on, but get your arm out for chemo or dialysis or blood draws. There's also one that has zippers. So kind of like the old school rip away sweats, if you will. And so I've got those because she decided she didn't want to go forth in the business. She donated 500 of these jackets to me. So if anyone is interested in one, I will give those to anyone. Nothing costs a patient anything here. Not the personal training, not the sleeves, not the jackets, nothing. So I will wrap with this because I know we're in a rush, but here's just one of the examples of another sleeve. And some are solid too. So you can check these out. Our website is thecareprojectinc.org. Okay. And so anything that I've talked about is there. You can reach me through that. This is my new latest project.
Yes,
This is our book that one of our Survivor Social Club members, who is an author and a two-time survivor, Margaret Lesh, came to me about 6 months ago with her husband and said, I have a big, bright idea. And that we kind of laughed because that's always what I say. I call Peggy or I text her and I go, oh, shoot, I'm having a big, bright idea. And then all my board goes, crap, what now? So she came to me and said, let's do this book. It'll be a support group in a book, practical information. Brett is in here. Brett lended his perspective as well. And so it's wisdom from the hive mind, the hive being survivors. So this is where Brett comes in, right? So we talked about our perspectives and what got us through. It's really turned out to be a book for any cancer patient. It's obviously aimed at breast cancer, but it's got a great section of what we don't want to hear. You know, things like, oh, my mom, my aunt, my dad had breast cancer and he lived for 5 years and then it came back and yeah, he died. We're like, yeah, no, we don't want to know that. We don't need to know that. So it's really a great book, a handbook, and we're going to give these to every patient that comes through. I've got a stack going to Peggy and some going to Sherry. Anybody else that wants these, I'm happy to give them to you at my author's cost, which is nothing, like $2.50 a book. So this will hopefully generate some income to help us more. I am located in Southern California. I'm actually in Riverside, California. Our financial support is limited to here because we're a small organization. But for my male breast cancer brothers within the coalition, if Peggy or Sherry refers you to me, if there's a bill, keep it on the low, don't put me on social media. I'm happy to help you pay a bill. I'm happy to help you with sleeves, whatever else I can do. And lastly, I have a podcast coming out because I love to run my mouth. So I need to interview as many male survivors, caregivers. Michael and Patty, you're on my list. So please reach out to me. Let's do this. We do it through Zoom, and it's going to actually be released in the next couple days or weeks. So it's called Handle with Care, Breast Cancer and Beyond. So we're going to talk about all things.
Absolutely. And Carrie, please share your links to the CARE project in the chat. And yes, all you ever have to do is email. I will connect you with Carrie directly if you don't have it, but she is absolutely wonderful. Any questions for Carrie? Do we have any questions? This is our last chance, and that's wonderful. We'll be sharing all the recordings. One thing I do want to mention is that thank all you men that have, on your birthdays or a special occasion, made Male Breast Cancer Coalition a donation through Facebook. That has helped. We've always said we're broke, but guess what? We have the most heart and the biggest family around. So as long as I'm on this earth, I'll make you the promise, this will go only up. And I know Sherry and Brett feel the same way.
I'll be right by you.
We'll do it. And we're all family, and it takes every one of us to keep this mission going. And we won't stop until I'm 6 feet under, but guess what? I've been known to haunt people even alive. So we'll haunt you from wherever. And
I know this for a fact.
Brett's aware of this. So it's
Joseph,
been fantastic. Huh?
Joseph is raising his hand, I believe.
Oh, Joseph, there you are right there. Unmute. You'll have to unmute yourself. There you go, Joseph.
A quick one. Yeah, a quick one to Carrie. Is your support limited to US or you can extend it to Africa? We have several desperate cases here.
Email me.
Psychological, financial.
Okay.
Yeah.
So email me and we can talk about that.
Yeah, and Joseph, as you know, through the pandemic, I've still got your box with your t-shirt. They still won't let me ship it. I tried again the other day. So we cannot ship anything out of country at this point. So
Okay, sure.
that's good. All right.
Thank you.
Then, thank you so much. Sherry and Brett, say your farewells, and then we will. There you go.
I just wanted to take a couple minutes to thank everybody. Our speakers were amazing. Thank you so much. We know you're all busy, but your time is priceless. These men appreciate it so much. All of the men who joined us and hung in there for these 2 days, anybody who's missed it, as you know, we will be sending it out. Peggy has it recorded. And we usually take a moment to remember those men that we have lost. And this year for 2020, believe it or not, we have already lost 6 of our brothers. Each one of them is remembered in our in memoriam section. I have just posted that link for you. And while I have her on here, Linda Holden, all of us know Bob and knew he was our longest metastatic survivor, and we miss him dearly.
Yes, we do. He's with us today.
Peggy will definitely be putting a slideshow together. It will come to you. website, unfortunately, because we don't have our conference together. But hopefully we will be together next year. I'd love to see all your faces in person, and I hope everybody stays happy and healthy, and see you next time.
Yeah, and Brett, you have a closing remark here?
Thank you for everybody for taking time out of your schedules to be here. And you know, Riley was saying hi for a little bit. I think everything here kind of freaked her out because she sat here for a few seconds. But thank you, everybody. Thank you to all our speakers, and see everybody in April.
Yeah, and everyone, most thanks go to Can, Rick Davis and the group, because without him, this would not have been a success that it has been. So thank you, Rick, our buddy. And we do have figured out on getting the recordings. So you will find those recordings on the same page on the website of the conference. You'll then click their name and their video is soon going to be popping up. It will probably take me at least a week or so to edit the 20 some speakers we've had, but we have got fantastic information. So Rick, again, thank you so much. We can't thank you enough. Thank all of you for being part of this.
Pat has a question.
Oh, Pat, go ahead.
I just wanted to make a real quick comment. This morning early, I got a message from Sarah Beauchamp here in Omaha. And her father was one of our brothers, and they have not had an internment for him yet, but she has said that she would like to have me attend, and so I will be representing the Male Breast Cancer Coalition when they have his internment here in Omaha.
Thank you so much, Pat. And Pat is one who has paid the ultimate price by losing her wonderful husband, Marlon, but she drives his car around all of the United States. She's been grounded recently because of the pandemic, and she gets the message. It's all decaled out on male breast cancer. So God bless you, Pat, for all you do, and everyone here. Family, we can't thank you enough for being part of this, and we will continue and hope to God be able to meet in April in 2021 back here in Kansas City. And I promise you can eat all the mama burgers you want. So start saving up for them.
Thank you for everything you guys did.
Well, together we will change the world. Thank you all. We'll stop everything. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Peggy.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So, Peggy. Everybody thanks Peggy. How about thanking Peggy?
Oh, no.
Bye.
Thank you, Peggy.
Never. We do this together. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love it.